The encore's what we're praying for. Make it right in the next life.
Hey, Brad, this is Granny. I'm calling you because I just listened to your music. Girl, you were kicking it. I enjoyed it, Brad. I had Robin and I listening to it too. So we'll talk later. Bye-bye.
Okay, everybody, welcome back. Hi. Sorry for starting a little bit late. I had to. Oh, it's my first time since setting everything back up. When I set up the analog drawing table. So I had to set everything back, and of course, as always, this means there's gonna be another set of new problems to overcome. As usually with those things, a lot of these didn't work. So yeah, had to figure stuff out. A few things are set up very well, temporarily, I guess. Things that I didn't anticipate that I had to set up. So I hope we are gonna be good today. So yeah, welcome back everyone, and let's get to it. This is a new illustration we're doing. So the one that we were doing on Thursday, we're gonna go back to it on this Thursday. But this is something that I kinda wanted to do as fast as I can. I wanted to do it earlier, to be honest, but I didn't. And since we are doing the stream today, I am also gonna do this on the stream. So we're only gonna be working this one tonight, and that's it. That's that. Yeah, exactly. So this is gonna be just for tonight, special little treat, let's say. So let's get to it. Hi Anagi, hi, welcome. I saw your art some day ago and I'll follow your channel. Oh, nice. Thank you for visiting us, and I hope you're gonna like what's happening here. Marek, witaj z powrotem, hey. And I'm happy to see how you work, and also art is really sick in the good sense. Well, thank you so much. I'm glad you found this channel. I'm glad you found my stream, and yeah. Potato King, welcome back as always. At this point I would be surprised if you started in time. Hey, to be fair, I do start the stream usually on time, just with a little timer saying that we're gonna start soon. I'm counting this as starting on time. Oh, Mateusz, thank you so much for the like. You start on paper. Cool. Well, to be fair, I start on the PC, where I first do a sketch, then I print it out, fix up a bunch of different things on the sketch, as you can see here. So under the sketch that you see right now, there is a simpler sketch in a very light blue color that I printed out. It's I guess, a very long way of going about it, but it is one that I found that works for me. Yeah. So, yeah, exactly. I printed out, especially to, well, ink it on paper and then back onto the PC. It's a little bit. So yeah, it's a little bit of a convoluted process, but it's the one that I like. Okay, let's get to it. Oh, you know what? I am gonna be right back. I need to wash my hands because I've been setting everything up, and usually before sitting down to work, I like to wash my hands of any like dirt, sweat, stuff like that. So I am gonna be back in a minute. This is a moment for everyone. If you forgot to bring your tea from the kitchen or anything like that, that's the moment. I'm back. His art is really live, a lot of the stuff going on, the scene and the angles. So thank you. Ben Luton, cześć! Hi! Igor Orwolski should I call for get better on this angle like you recommend some exercises. Yeah, Igor is my first name, so definitely go with that. Well, I don't have any specific exercises in mind, but I guess just first, because it comes with, I think it comes with general knowledge about drawing space. So definitely start with I guess drawing illustrations from imagination that use up a lot of space. So for example, you know, don't draw like a illustration of a person or something like that. Start with drawing maybe a few things in like a room in different places, and then just by imagination try to put them in different places. At the same time, you also have to learn proper perspective to a level where the perspective comes kind of to you naturally, because well, doing all those angles is only comes from understanding perspective enough so you can kind of bend it in your imagination, in your mind. So definitely, yeah, start with spatial illustrations, like placing things in places. Maybe do some like architecture courses, because they kind of go into this. These ideas, and definitely lots and lots of training in perspective, because you need to be able to, just by imagination, kind of manipulate space in your illustrations. So yeah, I guess this is. I don't know how far are you up. How far are you on your artistic road? But these are the steps I would say that are needed for like the type of angles and stuff that I do. Well, what I usually do is just the kind of a slight fisheye effect, right? Well, sometimes slight, sometimes strong. I really love the grinning guy in the foreground. He looks so funky. Oh yeah, I'm happy with the guy too. I'm gonna get to him soon. Okay, so not to dilly-dally too much. Let's get going, because I want to do as much as I can tonight and finish it up tomorrow. And it's a complicated illustration, so it's not gonna be that easy. I'm gonna get to it. Also, I'm gonna try my best not to stick the top of my head into the camera. I like the little boys below the table. So yeah, I don't know how it was today in Poland, but in Belgrade there was such an awesome weather today. I've been doing this sketch today outside because it's been so warm. It's awesome. And I'm definitely a summer person, so this is so up my alley. I'm hoping it's gonna keep up. Here in Brazil it's a cold day and it's really good because all year we have hot sun. so yeah, here is one good day. Yeah, I guess I can believe that if you spend your entire life in a warm place, a colder day is cool. Pun intended. But yeah, Poland is usually so cold, so this slight change of climate is doing is so good for me. Then you're lucky you're not in Gdańsk, because it's raining most of the time. Yeah, this is for me like visit to the tropics. Yeah, most of Majówka was rainy as heck. That's not so bad now. Oh, that sucks because people had so much like vacation plans usually around that time, right? Even though every hotel is closed for it, I bet a lot of people still planned a lot of stuff. And yeah, definitely the weather was also this awesome during the weekend, which was, as I said recently, this is when Easter was happening around here, which is especially for me something that in Poland we should share the date because the weather was perfect for Śmigus Dyngus, which does not happen around here. Which is, well, basically the day after Easter, the tradition dictates to throw water on each other. I have no idea how popular it is anymore. I haven't seen anyone actually doing it in ages. And definitely the weather doesn't help around the time when Easter is happening recently. So yeah, if we had Easter around now, that would make a little bit more sense. I fortunately stayed home and played for BioShock, so it was very atmospheric. Oh. Smallest Chish. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're gonna like what's going on here, what's happening, and yeah, welcome. Na Kaszubach jest inna tradycja. A co się dzieje na Kaszubach? Tak właściwie z kaszubskich tradycji nigdy nic nie zapamiętałem, co się dzieje. A, zamiast wody wierzbowimy witkami po łydkach. No to też tak można. I co? Czy to się dzieje regularnie? Cały czas? Jeśli tak, to czy dzieje się normalnie ten... Znaczy, czy jest to w miarę popularne, czy dzieje się tylko w jakichś bardzo wybranych miejscach? Bo mam wrażenie, że gdyby to było choć trochę bardziej rozpowszechnione, to w dzisiejszych czasach ludzie mogliby mieć problemy z tego powodu. No Okej, dobra, bardzo fajnie. Znaczy bardzo fajnie, nie wiem, fajnie słyszeć, że tradycje się trzymają. Czy to jest fajna tradycja? Nie mam pojęcia. Nie doświadczyłem nigdy bycia trzepanem wierzbowymi łydkami, wierzbowymi witkami po łydkach. Ale jeśli dla Kaszubów to działa, no to spoko. Puchaty, hi, welcome back. So, Potato King, Bioshock. Was that your first playthrough or one of the several? Cause I remember that I once tried playing through the first one. I started it, looked beautiful. They put me into this beautiful underwater city. You know, it's very climatic, everything. They put you on an elevator, the elevator starts, opens up, the lights go out, and a scary creature with long paws shows up. And that was the moment I turned off the game, uninstalled it, and never tried it again. As far as I love horror games are, I get way too into them. They are way too scary for me. So, yeah. I never experienced any Bioshock, even though I heard it's great. Krui, hello, hi. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. I hope you're gonna enjoy what we're doing here. My first playthrough, but I knew most of the plot. And you were right, it was super scary. Did you play Dark Souls? Sorry, I'm not English. Oh, don't worry. No, I don't think anyone's here is like a proper English speaker. So yeah, we cool. So yeah, did you play Dark Souls? Yes, I played Dark Souls. I played Dark Souls a lot, and it's definitely one of my absolutely favorite games. But so yeah, I actually recently finished the third game, or I guess the third time, because now I was playing it through with my girlfriend, because she was also very interested in the story, and yeah, this is definitely very high up on my favorite list. But yeah, I don't really consider it a horror game, because yeah, it's scary, it has like scary visuals and it's very dark and grim, but you know, it's not like scary, it doesn't have any like jump scares or things lurking in the dark that build tension. So I don't really feel like it's a horror game. It has like scary themes, but it's more like sad and somber rather than scary. Most of the time I would keep a Big Daddy around just for comfort. So yeah, I don't know how it works in Bioshock. I know that I always thought the Big Daddy is one of the bad guys. So I don't know. I don't really know. But if you can keep a guy like this for comfort, also he definitely looks like a comforting guy. So yeah. Dark Souls catacombs are so scary. They are scary and annoying. I think almost every part kind of at the end of the first part is extremely annoying, because right after catacombs you have that that part that is just completely black, and you just go from one prism stone to another. But yeah, definitely Dark Souls just wow of a game. In Dark Souls you're more scared of giving up, exactly. You're scared of your own weakness. How was Easter in Balkans? Very nice. It was a small family Easter. It was very, very, very cute, I guess. I can't even say that I like learned, you know, new traditions or anything like this. I've seen it was a little bit different than the stuff I'm used to. So, but in the end, it was just very, very nice, very, very calm and quiet. I mean, it is still Corona, so it wasn't any big event. The only difference is that I didn't think that it is a proper Easter. So even after the weekend, the Monday was a holiday. That's why I am working on this picture today instead of having it working on it yesterday and having it finished yesterday. So the printing stores were closed yesterday. But something cute we did for Easter, and it's definitely nothing about actually being it being in the Balkans. It's just something really cute that we did. You know how you can do this thing where you color eggs by boiling them in onion water? Well, something we did is we boiled them in red cabbage for a long ass time, and they came out so goddamn cute. They actually came out blue and they look pretty awesome. So that's something cool. Big daddies are super cool. They don't really attack you unless you attack them. You have to fight them a few times, but overall they're pretty chill. And there's a power where you basically make them protect you. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I did not know that. But at the same time, I did not know much about this game. Because yeah, I remember that I think also somewhere at the beginning you meet or you see one somewhere from behind bars or something like that. I don't know. It's been ages. Because this game has a few years on its back, right? Something I was just playing and finished yesterday. I was playing this with my friend, a survival game called Green Hell. Only recently I learned that it was actually a Polish game about being a guy kind of stuck in the jungle, looking for some sort of a cure, and also trying to connect with the local tribe that supposedly had very, very little contact with the modern society. And it was very interesting. It was made by a small team, but it was pretty big. It took us about 30-something hours to finish. The survival part is very dialed up to the max. But yeah, I think I really enjoyed it. It had a lot of annoying parts because some of the survival mechanics were very annoying. Annoying in a sense where doing everything was very realistic and not game-like, so starting a stupid fire or... Opa. Gerald, thank you so much for the follow. I hope you're gonna enjoy what we're doing here. And yeah, welcome. So yeah, Green Hell. But yeah, even after all its annoyances and difficult mechanics, it was a very interesting story with a little bit of a twist at the end, I think. And I'm saying I think because I still didn't properly sit down and think through what actually happened there, because it is a little bit convoluted what's going on in there, and I did have a big chunk of time since we started until we finished, so I might be missing a few things. But yeah, if you're into survival shit, yeah, it's a cool position to check out. Oh, you see one drill a guy to the wall. Oh yeah, this is probably what I've seen. Grizzly Fingers, a lekcję odrobił. O, dziękuję, zawsze mogę na ciebie liczyć, że dodasz coś wartościowego do konwersacji. Mua. Goose boobs. Thank you. Oh no, wait, I'm gonna get demonetized if I say boobs. JK, I'm not monetized at all. I'm actually losing money on this. And geez, I gotta try to not stick my head right into the camera.
Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air.
Okay.
Raise your fist in the air.
We're testing Magma Studio right now. Magma Studio, never heard of it. What's that?
Fist in the air.
All right.
Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air.
I usually assume that I at least heard of like popular stuff. So I'm very curious. Something to fix later. It's PS Online when people can draw together, really? How do they draw, with the controller, or this is something for the VR or somehow else? But yeah, some sort of a virtual drawing together situation sounds really, really cool. Ah, it's an app on a tablet. Okay, that's cool. And it's literally just an app to draw together, or is this somehow gamified? Are there like tasks or something? And how good of an actual drawing app it is? A little bit laggy, but for chat drawing is okay. Oh, that's cool. I like this idea of kind of doing a joined picture with a few people. I mean, it must be chaotic as hell, but yeah, at the same time it seems kind of cool. Never heard of it though. like as our chat drawings. Oh yeah. Oh, we should do something like this, like our little group. Do maybe like a little chat draw, maybe stream that. Make a little game out of it. Oh, game. Make something fun out of it. Just throwing around ideas. Oh, there we go. Everyone watch out, we have a picture. Oh! Okay. Okay. Let me just have a look-see at this. Okay, so you actually sent me an invite to the thing. I obviously won't be able to really participate because I'm doing this thing. But let me do a... Wait. Oh no. Oh no, it doesn't really work. Oh no, my tablet isn't really connecting to it well. Alright. There are a couple softwares for that. We could try that one day. Yeah, it sounds really cool. This looks interesting. It looks very advanced for a web app, but right now it's not working with my tablet, and I don't really want to sit and try to figure it out. But yeah, that's really cool. Thanks for inviting me. Yeah, so maybe one day we can just set up a date, do a little stream of that. I remember something that I used to do with like a bunch of other webcomic artists when I was doing webcomics, were drawing jams, where we would meet up. On Gadu Gadu, for anyone who remembers. And oh, I'm sorry, give me a second. So yeah, we would meet up like on Gadu Gadu basically to draw together, where we would just come up with a topic, a theme. And while chatting, we would also be drawing. We would have like half an hour for a picture. And it was an exercise we kind of put on each other ourselves. Sometimes we would meet up literally in just 2 people just to have fun. And at some point it grew into something we would do in like over 10 people, 15, something like this. And we would just make a big collage out of them and not put them anywhere or anything like this. It was just a little thing we did for ourselves. So it's kind of similar to this. I know it's very different because this one you're basically working on one canvas at the same time, and these were just kind of sitting down together to work on a picture, but at the same time, yeah, this was very well, not very, it was similar. Yeah, 10 seconds for a picture, yeah. They're not anatomy exercises, these were supposed to be fun illustrations. Yeah, I guess the idea also was to do something funny every time. I remember doing a challenge with some friends where we tried drawing characters from memory. Oh yeah, that's also cool. I saw some people doing that on YouTube, where they would try to sit down and draw characters from a franchise they barely remember. I think that's a really cool idea. Well, I mean, to be honest, every activity that makes you kind of sit down with a few friends and just draw different ideas, like do some creative stuff is awesome. Czajnik parowy. Hej, witamy na streamie. Fajnie, że z nami jesteś. Mam nadzieję, że Ci się spodoba to, co tu rozrabiamy i hej, witaj. Drawing Dark Souls characters only based on the name. Yeah, that's a cool idea. Like... who had a cool name over there? Now everyone is slipping my mind. But I'm drawing a blank. But definitely anything with a convoluted name could be cool for that. like the Abyss Watchers. Why are they watching the Abyss? How are they watching it? Are they curious? Are they watching with binoculars? Maybe they're just perverts for the Abyss. Oh yeah, Ceaseless Discharge. The best named boss in the game. And the Gaping Dragon. Okay, the Gaping Dragon actually brings up a very clear image in the head. Definitely not what the game portrays, but the name is very suggestive. New season of Apex Legends just dropped and I get into any servers. Ah, that sucks. Jesus, online games suck. Really, this is my stance. Just every time a new thing drops, like the first few days are just gonna be server problems, and that's it. And that's really silly, because you get all this hype, but the first few days are always gonna be very choppy and wonky and not cool. I installed my mom Russian phishing. She go to sleep at 4 AM every day since installation. Really? Russian phishing? Was she ever into like real life phishing before, or just started on the game? Oh, that's adorable. I don't think my parents would ever get enough computer savvy to try a game, but I love hearing that when it happens. Ah, okay. So it makes sense if she's also phishing in real life. But still pretty cool. She doesn't know how to use WSAD and a mouse in one time. Yeah, this is something interesting. I remember I watched recently a video on YouTube. Someone made, I guess, a video essay about games from the perspective of a non-gamer. The idea was that most of us that do play games already have like a set of assumptions and skills that we use and know anyway because we've been playing games for a while, like how to use WSAD and a mouse, that shiny things are things that you want to interact with, things like that. And that person kind of run an experiment by exposing someone who never played games to some popular games, and that was very interesting, seeing that person struggle with things that we kind of take for granted, like things exactly like that, like people being lost because they don't have that just feeling that's kind of normal for us, that we move our character towards the most appealing looking direction because the game makers made it looking appealing, so we would go into that direction so that those people get lost and stuff like that. So yeah, I completely get your mom not being able to do that. Where's my... I am dropping hands. Oh, there we go. Pick one. And yeah, something most interesting I heard in that video essay, in that entire thing, is, and I completely can see that, is that people who don't really play games and then they are experiencing a game can be disappointed with how actually little you can do in a game. Because, you know, you keep hearing from gamers, you keep hearing, oh, this game is so new, so awesome, because you can do almost everything. But we understand that everything in a game is still bound by many rules that, well, are there because this is still a game, this is still a computer program. We are not advanced enough to just have a character actually do anything forever. So that a person like this might be disappointed that why can't they in this specific place just, I don't know, punch a wall and punch a hole through a wall, or do, I don't know, just kick over a tree, I don't know. But you know, the idea that you can't actually do everything a real person could do in that situation. And I never before thought about it, but it makes so much sense that after hearing so often how you can do everything in a certain game or in many games, or not everything, but a lot, you actually come to a realization of this whole entire set of rules that are there. If you don't exactly understand how, you know, game programming works, actual programming works, or what are the limitations of our technology. So I think it was a little interesting tidbit of information. They don't know the struggle of playing Zero the Geek on Windows 95. I don't know what Zero the Geek is, but it was happening on Windows 95, so I believe you, it was a struggle. Zig the Geek. Also don't know the title, but this time around it at least rhymes, which is definitely a big plus. I think the earliest game I've ever played, I have a vague memory of us getting our first computer. I was very little, but I had an older brother, so the PC was for him mostly, but none of us knew how to use it back then. So I think my mom was the one just kind of trying to start it up and press random things to kind of figure out how it works. And one of the first games she kind of just stumbled upon being on that PC was Earthworm Jim. And that was a glorious title, definitely an amazing thing to be exposed as one of your first games. I never really went far in this game, and I never could start it up on my own, so I always would have to ask my brother to kind of start everything for me. But back then I was just happy with sitting in front of a game and moving maybe between maybe 2 or 3 screens. Also another game that was like literally one of the first things we had on a PC, and this is something for ages I couldn't remember what it was and what was the name of it. I just had a vague memory of how it looked like until I saw a JonTron video on that actual game that was called either Monster Mansion or Monster Party, something like this. I remember watching that video of JonTron and feeling like this weird feeling of nostalgia, and then I understood that, oh shit, I played that, I had that. I remember this game and I have weird, very young feelings with it. So yeah, we definitely had also that Monster Party, I think it was. You were running around as a little kid in a red baseball cap in a graveyard, I think throwing baseballs and stuff like that. Definitely not as cool as Earthworm Jim, but shit, it's kind of have to top that. Something that definitely also kind of stayed in my mind from games from there was a series of point-and-click adventure games called for kids. It was called Put Put. It was about a little car that had adventures. In one of the games, he was on the moon. In one of the games, he was in the jungle, and I think in the third he was just in a city in some sort of a garage and stuff. I don't know. But that third one doesn't seem as intriguing and interesting when I remember it. If it even was the third one. Maybe that was him just starting to go to the moon. But I definitely remember that Put Put. And I think the Put Put games either are still coming out or recently had a reboot or something, because I've seen something like that on Steam, I think. Someone just dug them up, decided, oh, of all the things we could be working on, we are reviving this series of games from the 90s. Let's check out how Zig the Geek looks like. Ah, something like this. Okay. Okay. So, Zig the Geek. It looks horrifying. Okay. But yeah, definitely looks like those very Windowsy games, especially with that would, like, you know, come with the Windows or something like this. Pitfall was my first. Pitfall, okay, this one I also don't know. I'm assuming there were pitfalls that you probably could have fallen into. Doom was my first on PC. Oh, so Puchaty, you had an awesome start with games. On Pegasus, it was Tetris or Mario, I think. Oh yeah, this is definitely something that skipped me completely. Like all those old consoles, we never had any of that. There was already a PC in the house, so our parents definitely were not splurging on another piece of hardware. We had one very old console, which for the life of me I cannot tell you what it was, because I was very tiny. And I remember it played Pong, and it had like a few, like one of those, you know, two-color games, but I remember Pong. But what happened to it? Where did it go? Was it actually ours or just borrowed? I have no idea. Also, I just remembered having a lot of random games my parents found somewhere, like super simple Disney games and others. Yeah, right? This is... like games when you were a kid were just a thing that somehow happened, I feel like. That you didn't really have that much of control, and it seems like no one really did, because there weren't many people who actually knew anything about them, so everyone just kind of was getting whatever they happened upon. Yeah, you don't know how to find games on a cassette. That's true. I don't think I ever had those. And in this day, do you get much inspiration from games? Well, you know, as with any art form, I guess, games are really cool. I can't say how much, because it's difficult to pinpoint at this point. I mean, every piece of art that you like inspires you somehow. But definitely, I think, you know, games are something I still enjoy a lot in big quantities. I do like to play a lot. So yeah, I bet. But at the same time, I'm always going through so many games, it would be difficult to actually pinpoint specific ones. Jeszcze był hokej i pistolet. Działał po podłączeniu do telewizora. To była taka stacja z 2 gałkami do kręcenia i pistolet podłączony na kabelku. Właśnie też mi się wydaje, że to co tam miałem to było takie coś z takimi 2 gałeczkami, ale nie pamiętam pistoletu, więc możliwe, że pistoletu już nie miałem do tego. O ile mówimy o tym samym. Chyba miał jeszcze jakąś taką drewnianą obudowę, albo przynajmniej stylizowaną na drewno. Dziwny staw. What games do you all guys play? Well, on my side, as I said before, I just finished Green Hell. And I am also finishing up the newest Monster Hunter. And also in the background I'm still going strong on Animal Crossing. Możliwe, że to była wersja deluxe. No z pistoletem jeszcze. No albo wersja deluxe, albo po prostu moja była kupiona gdzieś na rynku, niekompletna. So the only way of experiencing like all those console games, you know, stuff like I don't know. I guess I don't remember any titles. I remember but yeah. The only way of experiencing those games for me was to visit my neighbor from the building over, who was a kid my age, and he actually got something. I don't know what it actually was, but it had like, well, I think Mario, maybe? I don't know, but it had like that game where you look at tanks from the top view and try to kill each other. Something with skating with penguins. I don't know. But I remember being fascinated by that shit, so would keep visiting him just to play stuff. It was amazing. He had a little machine that actually had games, lots of games, not just those 2 or 3 that were just kind of magically found on the PC we had at home. Because yeah, later, like in life, we started getting better games when my brother actually started being more into learning how the computer works. So he actually took over and started understanding how things work. Started getting better games. So I actually had some. So later I actually had some cool stuff. A lot of like point-and-click adventure games. So I was going for like Monkey Island games and things like that. Monster Mansion. There was some mansion. What was it? Something mansion from LucasArts. I don't remember. O, Marek, dzięki za lajka. Maniac Mansion, exactly. I'm so sad we don't know Wario in Poland or Kirby. Oh yeah, they are not as well known, right? But what do you mean we don't know them? I remember playing Wario on Game Boy. Oh Jesus, I played Wario 3 on Game Boy Color, and that game was just mwah, perfect. I played so much of it. Carmen Sandiego as a game. On what was that? I never even saw that show. I know the music theme for the show because it's catchy as hell and I just kind of heard it somewhere. But yeah, I don't know if we had it on anything in Poland. And if we did, I never saw it. Kirby Dream Land was my favorite game on Game Boy. Oh yeah, I never played a Kirby game. I heard their last bosses are usually very freaky, which is really intriguing for me, taking into consideration how cute of a character Kirby is. Game Boy was too expensive for me, but we have emulation. Yeah, that's the Game Boy was, for me, the first console we got. And I think we got one on the market, so it was very, very much cheaper. Probably, you know, something that has fallen off of a truck. But yeah. I played the shit out of my Game Boy Color. On Game Boy I played much Zelda. To be honest, I play old Zelda since I was a kid. Oh, that's awesome. The only Zelda I played on Game Boy was Link's Awakening. I never finished it because the ending was... I didn't know how to get to the end. It was difficult. But it was so cool. But yeah, I never played the first two games. I don't know, in my head I always thought I really like the Zelda franchise, but I barely played any games of those. You don't play Breath of the Wild and remake from Awakening. yeah, I'm not really getting into the remake of Awakening because, well, it's really pretty, but it's the same game I already played when I was a kid. And I don't know, I don't think I'm into this format of games anymore. But Breath of the Wild I do have, I started playing it, it's lovely. At the same time, I have a little problem with it because my Switch is, I have a Switch Lite. And most games I have no problem of playing, like for example how I'm playing the new Monster Hunter, it plays no problem for me. But for some reason, when I play Breath of the Wild, because of how small the screen is, my head kinda starts hurting after an hour or more of playing. So I have a very love-hate relationship with that game. I mean, the game is very cool, but I feel like I'm losing health while playing it. So yeah, not the greatest experience I had. But definitely always in my memory, my favorite Zelda was... Oh, that's not much of an original thought, but definitely Ocarina of Time. I never had a GameCube, but I played it on an emulator when I was in middle school. It was a very wonky emulator. It wasn't really working exactly how it was supposed to. So in many places I was just replacing the actual music from the game with just my music. But still, I have such a nostalgia for this game. That's also why when they released a remake or like a remaster for the 3DS, I was all over it. Yeah, it's an amazing game, and I always play in TV mode. Ocarina is marvelous. Yeah, this is the thing. I honestly didn't believe I would want to play anything from the Switch in TV mode, because I always had this nostalgia for all the Nintendo handhelds, and I always thought I could play any game in a handheld mode. I would always play it in a handheld mode. That's why buying the Switch Lite was a no-brainer for me. And even though I'm getting still so much worth of what I bought from the Lite, I so wish I would have gotten the actual full-on Switch, because there's so many things I would like to do with the actual TV functionality. But yeah, oh well. Breath of the Wild is so amazing on the big screen. Sorry if I'm a bit quiet. I got on in the server. Oh, awesome! Don't you worry. Just the fact that you pop up from time to time is still super cool. And super awesome that you get into the server. Because I know the struggle of waiting to play a new thing and then they're like, fuck you, we have our structure is not ready for this many people. We can switch one day since I have a regular Switch. Well, if you ever want to get rid of it in favor on a tiny one, then yeah, sure. I'll chime in every time I'm dead. Ooh, this is like those challenges for people where they're like doing 10 push-ups every time they lose in a game or something like this. So you can every time pop up into the chat. That is also very cool. Oh wait. I have so many of pens of this specific thickness and I'm never throwing them out. So I always have to rotate between them which one is the best quality at the time. What a folklore story you know from Serbia? No, of course. I've been told a bunch, and I don't really remember any of them. But something I really like that I've been told, kind of more of a general idea about their stories, is their very unique look at dragons and our general idea of dragons. So apparently here, dragons were considered not monsters, but rather like something to be very noble and respected, and that sometimes very like people strong in character could be described as such. So this is something that is definitely, I think, one of the most interesting things I've heard. And as far as I understand, this idea prevails in a lot of legends and stories, which I will not repeat to you because my memory is made out of holes, especially for stories and everything that anyone tells me. But I'll try to relearn at least one story and tell you on one of the next streams. Guys, I actually won my first game of this season. Oh, that's so awesome. Yes, it is us, it is the stream bringing you luck. Oh, congrats. So I'm expecting that, you know, everyone in the chat is gonna get a share of the loot. I want my cosmetics. Can't wait for real life for real life to catch up to customizing yourself as in video games. Or just buy skins that you can change on the fly and not buy hours in makeup or something like that. And I bet it's gonna happen at some point. Of course, it will if we don't explode from a global catastrophe. Oh, the finest of your skins. Well, thank you. Okay, that's. I would be happy with a normal one, but you know what? I'm gonna shut up and just use the occasion. So yes. So we are now officially your good luck charm, and I guess we should make some t-shirts or something. Potato King team, cheer team. Give me a P, give me a O, give me a T, give me an A, give me a bunch of all the letters, and that says Potato King 24. What potato is Hannibal? Is that an Apex character? Or Hannibal Lecter? I actually have some legendary ones. Did a lot of saving, so I have one for my favorite character. Wait till I become a programmer streamer. Why programmer streamer? Also, do programmers also do kind of streams like this one, where they just stream their programming? Seems like that would be harder than a drawing stream, because I would assume that while programming you need more brain power than with what I'm doing. I actually saw a programmer stream once, and was it just like this, that they were just literally writing right before everyone while also talking, or just maybe without talking? Because that would also make sense, I guess.
She's my what? She's my what? What is she? She's my doodly-doo. What? She's my what? She's my doodly-doo. What? She's my what?
He was programming lights in a Christmas tree to show different patterns. Oh, that's cool. I was just assuming, you know, someone just doing, I don't know, apps, programs. But this is actually something at least entertaining to show. That's pretty cool. And you could send in your code for him to display. Oh, that is so cool. That is actually very cool. I love interactive streams. I can't really see doing something really interactive myself because, well, I'm drawing and I don't really want other people's input in that. But at the same time, I really enjoy when people do stuff like that. Oh shit, everyone! I think we have a picture. Get ready. It is that time of the evening. Just a second, everyone get ready, hold on to your butts. There we go. It's a flying triceratops cheering you on, Potato King. We don't have a topic to draw today, that's true, but I think cheering on Potato King for the next victory in Apex Legends is a good theme for tonight. So yeah. Oh, it's a Serbian dragon. Okay, yeah. I was wondering because I saw like the dragony themes, and I was thinking, wait, we were talking about some creatures like this, right? We were something, but I couldn't remember for the life of me. Okay, so this makes even more sense. Awesome. As always, super thank you for sending over a picture, and Yeah, I like this perfume of tonight. It's cheering potato on. Now I gotta win. Hell yeah. Or at least I'm assuming we got you some buffs. Mental buffs. So, anyone recently gotten their vaccinations? Literally 2 days after I left Poland, I heard that my age group started getting the vaccines. So I was a little bit disappointed that they didn't jump on the occasion when it happened. At the same time, I had no idea of knowing. So now I'm just seeing on Facebook friends posting about their vaccines. I mean, the cool thing about being here is that even as a foreigner, I can also go and very soon and get one. And I have a little bit of a bigger choice of which one I want to take. Or I have a choice in general, I guess. But still, I was kind of assuming that I'm gonna be like first one of my friends to get one, and now it turns out that boom, everyone's getting vaccines now. So, are you guys going? Anyone already got one, or are you not trusting them? Do you have other? What are you guys' thoughts on the whole ordeal? I guess. I need to sign in. So yeah, it's still before, yeah. The only thing I did related to Corona was getting the test right before traveling, because you gotta get it to get on the plane. And I got lost in the hospital. So I started running around because it was almost the time that I was supposed to get the test, and I couldn't for the life of me find the place where they were doing that. So I started just asking random nurses on my way, and in the end ended up with a little team of people going with me, because they were like there was first one nurse joined us, then a couple of people that were also getting the test, and then another nurse. So in the end we ended up as a 5-people party running around the hospital trying to find that place, because the nurses also had no idea where this is happening, or that this even is happening in this hospital. So yeah, definitely a fun experience when you have the entire trip riding on that one situation. And of course, on my way back, I realized that there were signs pointing to where I'm supposed to go all around the place. But apparently I'm blind. For this one, I am gonna have to stick my head right in the camera. So sorry about that. Yeah, for the really big close-ups, I need to get my face right in there.
Saturday night. New shirt, new shoes, no room for oversight. Well, I'll be cooler than James Dean, and she'll be hotter than Marilyn. When there's electric in the air, you better be prepared. She's my kind of woman, I need her so. Yeah, my kind of woman, I can't let her
Robert, cheerio! Witam, witam, fajnie, że wpadłeś. Jak tobie wieczór mija? My tu sobie zasuwamy z rysuneczkiem.
Here's one for the lonely hearts, for the ones that fear the dark. You better run out of here. Bet you can't look the other way. Here's one for the broken.
Rysuneczkiem dziwnie z nieznanych powodów przedstawiającym rycerza, którego już wcześniej rysowałem. Ale czemu? Nie wiem, pewnie jakiś dziwny, tajemniczy sekret. No, ten. Giermek Franek. Oh, X Rika, thank you for the follow. Welcome, and I hope you're gonna like what's going on around here. Jo, będzie mocarnie. Myślę, że będzie fajna rzecz. To kiedy premiera? Nie wiem, o czym mówisz. To jest zupełnie nic niezwiązanego z niczym. Nic nie wiemy o żadnych premierach, nic nie wiadomo. Tak, to zupełnie nie ten. Nie wiem, co to za insynuacje. Ale jeśli miałoby być czegokolwiek premiera, no to będzie wszystko, będę o wszystkim informował na bieżąco. I pewnie byłoby to w nie jakiejś takiej niemożliwie dalekiej przyszłości.
I went by your house, what a big mistake. But for a while I thought that I wouldn't break. I need something else to clear my head. Someone to tell me how to live instead. Just open your eyes and take my advice. Stop rolling the dice and just compromise. It's the chance of your life. So many words that I should have said. Not concerned about how to live instead. Just open your eyes and take my advice. Stop pulling the dice and just compromise. It's the chance of your life. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to save. Take control of your own life. Right now, every mistake makes you feel like a fake. Take control of your own life. Nothing in life is good. Tired and misunderstood. I would fight if I could. If I believed I should. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to say. Take control of your own life. Okay, try to be brave. You have so much to say. Take control of your own life. Right now, every mistake makes you feel like a fake. Take control of your own life.
A czy w tej produkcji co się nie wydarzy, a być może się wydarzy, starsza pani będzie miała swoją rolę? Tak. To tyle co powiem. Ja mogę dodać, że starsza pani będzie miała rolę nie większą niż w innej produkcji, o której ktoś może myśleć. Również nie mniejszą, dokładnie. A czy zamierzasz wprowadzić coś jak w Gravity Falls, takie zagadki, które można odkrywać? No skoro już Gravity Falls to zrobiło, to czemu mielibyśmy powtarzać pomysł? Ale na pewno zawsze będzie dużo rzeczy, które można odkrywać. Nie wiem, czy zagadki, czasem żarty, może i zagadki. Powiem tak, na pewno będzie zachęcać do przyglądania się szczegółom. Albo właśnie totalnie moglibyśmy zrobić serię zagadek, która będzie się ciągnąć latami przez różne komiksy. Jeśli ktoś kiedyś odgadnie, to odnajdzie prawdziwy skarb. Odnajdzie prawdziwy skarb, który ukryliśmy na początku naszej kariery, czyli jak zrobiliśmy pierwszego rycerza Janka, więc trzeba zacząć szukać już od pierwszego rycerza Janka z 2007. I ten skarb gdzieś tam jest. Jest to tajemnica. W pewnym momencie był plan na łączenie McGuffinów pomiędzy tomami, ale zarzuciliśmy to. Nie mów nikomu, że nie ma. Może jest, może nie ma. Warto szukać w każdym razie. A była taka historia w Anglii, w sensie, że co? Ktoś zrobił historię, w której poukrywał mnóstwo tajemnic, która ostatecznie okazało się, że nie ma żadnej tajemnicy. To trochę słabo. Zarzuciliśmy, ale McGuffiny wciąż są. Super ukryte. Nie, sprytnie ukryte. Zajebałem go. Koleś stworzył powieść, a potem niewinnemu ziomeczkowi przekopali ogródek. Alfabet z futuramy też był... Cześć, że koleś stworzył powieść, a potem niewinnemu w sensie, że co, że w tej powieści dał jakąś tajemnicę, która doprowadziła ludzi do czyjegoś ogródka? To w sumie dosyć zajebiście. Szkoda czyjegoś ogródka. Zarazem koleś będzie miał świetną historię do opowiedzenia do końca życia. To 40 000 ludzi, wow. Się wszyscy pojawiają do twojego ogródka, tak. No wiecie ludzie, wszystko spoko. Proszę tu nie kopać. Puk, puk, czy ma pan tu skarb? Halo, dzień dobry, my tu po klejnoty. Alfabet z futuramy, tego nie pamiętam, co to było? Oni tam mieli jakieś sekrety? Poza sekretnym przypisem na świetny serial?
Everything I used to be seems to have disappeared so fast. Like time is playing tricks on me. Like my present now is my past. So lost in a familiar place while everybody's moving on. And I try to keep up with the pace, but I don't know what's going on. And it feels like I'm running backwards all the time. It feels like I am being left Everybody seems to know where they are going to. I don't know if I should leave or stay, if I am already on my way, but it feels like I'm running backwards all the time. It feels like I am being left behind. I do my best trying to make sense. Maybe you're my past and future tense. When I'm lost on the open sea, you're the wave that will carry me. Now you see, it feels like I'm running backwards all the time. It feels like I am being left behind.
Czy gdzieś można zobaczyć poprzednie przygody rycerza Janka? A w tym momencie trudno mi powiedzieć, żeby gdzieś można było to rzeczywiście znaleźć. Swego czasu miałem jakieś te komiksy z wczesnych kolektywów wrzucone gdzieś do sieci, ale nie wiem czy ta strona w ogóle jeszcze stoi gdziekolwiek. Zerknę szybko, bo miałem takie archiwum postawione. A, dobra. Można. Nie wiem czy... Nie wiem czy... Wszystkie te komiksiki działają. Ale wrzucam linka. A no właśnie, był jeszcze blog Janka. Nie wiem, czy tam były wszystkie też stare komiksy wrzucone. O, i tutaj jest jeszcze blog Janka. Powinien być jakiś URL przy zakupie rycerza. Z jednej strony powinien, z drugiej strony ta strona, którą tu podrzucałem, jest tak stara, że wcale nie mam specjalnie ochoty tego pokazywać. To samo się tyczy samych tych komiksów, co nie? Ja rozumiem, że z jednej strony właśnie jak ktoś lubi, to chciałby dowiedzieć się, jak te komiksy wyglądały wcześniej, przeczytać te stare historyjki. Ale tak zupełnie nie mam ochoty się nimi chwalić w tym momencie. O nie. O nie. Ja wiem, że ktoś chciałby zobaczyć Origin. O, mamy najazd. Opa. Szykujcie się na to, że zaraz wszystko runie na podłogę. Nie, ale tak na serio to jest dobry pomysł, żeby je gdzieś tam wszędzie wszystkie zebrać w jednym miejscu, tylko właśnie chciałbym przynajmniej jakąś sensowną, żeby to było jakieś sensowne miejsce, co nie, a nie jakiś stary blog czy coś takiego, gdzie to też pewnie połowa grafik nie działa w ogóle i się nie wyświetla. O nie. O! Mamy gościa, który tutaj rozrabia. I wcale nie chce być na kamerze najwyraźniej. Ale bardzo chciał wszystko poprzestawiać na biurku.
I used to be kinda sane. I used to act kinda normal. I couldn't complain. Now it's never the same. I found myself picking pieces of my scattered brain. Look what you've done to me. My insanity. Oh baby, hey, I wish that I was a madman. So bad maybe I wouldn't fall for you. Because you make me a madman. I lose it.
Tak, kotek. Już się robi marudny, bo chce spać. A jak my z czasem? No w sumie ja też zaraz będę iść spać. To przynajmniej się w tej kwestii z kotkiem dogadujemy. Janek dostanie w głowę i wszystko zapomni. Będzie trzeba mu przypomnieć origin. To będzie powód na przerysowanie jego początków. Jest to pomysł. Nie będzie żadnego przerysowywania. Tylko wszystko wsadzimy do jednej książeczki. Wydamy. Tak, żebym już nigdy więcej nie musiał na te stare historie patrzeć. Stara się wrzucić w sieć kiedyś, jak się postawi porządną stronę. Ostatni, który wizualnie najbardziej jest zbliżony do albumowej wersji, jest dostępny w necie w 2 językach i niedługo powinien być też dostępny w wersji fizycznej. To prawda. No tak ładnie przygotowaliśmy, żeby można było sobie czytać w sieci. Zrobiliśmy nową okładkę. Opa. Wszyscy żyją? Właśnie rąbnąłem kamerę. Dobra, jesteśmy z powrotem. Dobra, moi drodzy, dobiła 10. Myślę, że na dzisiaj kończymy. No, dobiliśmy całkiem nieźle z tym obrazkiem. Przerobiliśmy jego większą część. W czwartek wracamy z powrotem do ilustracji, którą robiliśmy w ostatni czwartek, czyli do kolorków. A to już skończę w międzyczasie. Więc tak, dzięki wielkie dla wszystkich, którzy tu byli, dzięki wielkie dla wszystkich, którzy wpadli nawet tylko na chwilkę. I widzimy się no tak jak mówię, widzimy się w czwartek. A jak zawsze zachęcam do śledzenia mnie na Fejsie, Instagramie, Twitterze, DeviantArcie, ArtStation i tak dalej, no bo to nie jest to, co robimy na streamie, to nie jest jedyne, to nie są jedyne rysunki, które robię. A tam można zobaczyć wszystkie skończone wersje i tak dalej. Tam też wrzucam wszystkie informacje o tym, co się dzieje, co tam, w czym biorę udział, co nowego wyprawiam i tak dalej. No, więc jak zwykle dzięki za wspólny wieczór właśnie i trzymajcie się. Miłego środka tygodnia i widzimy się w czwarteczek. A na razie.